All right, there is a new meme slash gaming coin launching soon. And I think you should know about it because it's going to be massive news. We're going to get into the 3 influencers who we track here on the channel: Alex Becker, elliotrades, and potentially Luke Belmar, who are all bullish on this token. If you didn't get the joke at the start, the token is actually called Soon token, and it's launching on the TON blockchain. Now, before we do get in, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button below. You can see we're in a race to 200,000 subscribers against Bitcoin, which has climbed today over $2,600, where we have not climbed $2,600. We are ahead at $111,000. We just beat it to 100,000. I'm scared, guys. Bitcoin can absolutely skyrocket in a second. Well, we have to be on the consistent grind. So any help you can give me, I really appreciate. If we can beat Bitcoin as a community, and eventually we both want to be at 200K, but we just want to be first, you know? So let's jump into this. How did I come across the Soon token? Well, of course, we are worshippers of influencers here on the channel. People frown upon this. It's hilarious. In the comments, like, oh, all you do is talk about Becker and Elio and Crypto God John. Guys, these are the best traders historically in crypto, with crazy networks and self-fulfilling prophecies where they pump a token, they talk about a token, they say it's going to do well, and it does extremely well. We had an amazing alert go off in the whale tracker last night inside our inner circle, where Kyle Chassis has found a new token and it pumped close to an 8 to 10x in the matter of hours in crypto. It's all narrative trading, and the narratives come from the biggest influencers. If you're not following the biggest and best influencers with the best track record, how are you trading? What are you doing? Fundamental analysis on these charts? I think you're absolutely insane if that's true. I mean, show us your track record. If you can beat these people, I'm open to listening. But otherwise, we are tracking the best influencers because they get the best results. Alex Becker tweeted, "Soon is going to be bonkers." This was back in October when the Soon protocol, known as TONStation, and they had 1.2 million followers. They actually got a new account. They refreshed their social presence. I'll show you that in a second. Crossed 15 million users. So this is not a small project. It's going to be a massive launch. They actually just launched their tokenomics, which I'm going to go through with you today. Becker again said that this is going to be silly. Now, elliotrades, who is closely associated with TONStation and I think helped even develop it or is a strong partner with it, said TONStation is focused on being the user funnel from Telegram into Web3 gaming. Elliotrades is massive in Web3 gaming. If you don't know him, he's the founder of Super or Superverse, which is one of the biggest Web3 gaming projects out there. It's a perfect complement to our mission. And yes, the coffee tip helps remove bots. He's replying to the Soon TGE, token generation event that is upcoming. He also mentioned it on his YouTube channel. He also gave a little advice if you want to get into the Soon token generation event or buy in as it comes out publicly. I'll tell you his advice at the end of the video because I also do agree with what he said. And then we had Luke Belmar this morning tweet out soon ... which might not be in reference to this exact project, but a week before they go public, and it is sort of the talk of the town at the moment, I wouldn't be shocked if he was associated or going to be participating. All right, so let's get a little context behind Soon. Now, if you're not aware, Toncoin is the official, or was the official crypto blockchain token of Telegram, one of the biggest private, so to speak, messaging apps in the world. They are at a $32 billion market cap and is the number 14 token in the world. And that also includes stablecoins. So really, they're probably a top 10 token in the world. And Soon, also known as TONStation, I'm sorry that my Twitter has to be green, but there was a formatting issue where there was black text on black, so I've had to customize it so I can read some stuff to you for this video. But we'll go back to black as soon as we can. But TONStation, and you can see here they have 1.2 million followers at this point. They were the Soon meme will take over the world, a premium Telegram game distribution platform. So they're trying to be the #1 token on top of TON. Now, this is their new Twitter account. You can see they get the little verified tick here, and they're also backed or partnered / created by, developed by Sidus Heroes as well. We're going to get into that in a second. Prepare for Soon domination. We're aiming to be the #1 Telegram meme and game distribution platform. So you can see they're attacking the meme and gaming sector, which two of the biggest narratives in this cycle. Join us while it's not too late. Skyrocket here. They're also from Melbourne, Victoria, which is very interesting in Australia, which is where I'm originally from, and it's kind of cool personally to see. Now, they have a lot of subscribers also here on YouTube. They have 18 18 videos only. It's called Mr. Soon, TONStation Games Official, if you want to go have a look at them. And they're doing what a couple of other projects have been doing. And it's sort of like the tap to earn sort of mini game vibe where you incentivize people to farm your token. If you don't know what farming is, it basically means you're earning points to trade for the token when it comes out. And it's a way to reward your community for doing things that you want them to do, such as subscribing on YouTube or watching a YouTube video, which is why you can come to a brand new YouTube account with 18 videos and you can see there's 170,000 views, 249,000 views, 300,000 views. It's because people, even back here, guys, almost 1 million views on these early videos. It's because they get rewarded with TON tokens, or the points that they can exchange for TON tokens in their farming, for doing things like following them on Twitter or watching their YouTube videos. It's actually a really effective strategy. And one of the top projects who actually executed this plan flawlessly had over 10 million YouTube subscribers in less than a few months. It's actually crazy how incentivized and aligned people can get from farming tokens. Now, you can't currently farm tokens anymore. That was last month, and if you were in the inner circle, you would see this post that we did how to farm those tokens on October 28th. However, we can still buy it when it goes live, and I'm going to give you my personal thoughts on it. I think it's going to be I'll give you some of it now. I think it's going to be a massive project. I think it's going to take a lot of the market share in gaming, but they're essentially inside the Telegram app. There's a lot of people who play games in the little player, and it's becoming a more and more popular thing. They're trying to bring Web3 and tokens, play to earn, to the Telegram App Store. You can think of the Telegram App Store just like the Apple App Store. The website's really cool if you want to come across and have a look. They say the most legendary collaboration crypto has ever seen, which is Citus Heroes, massive gaming company, and then Superverse, which is the elliotrades company. This is what the token's going to look like, a little bit reflective of TON itself. So you can see Citus Heroes here and Superverse here coming together to create TONStation. Sooniverse is taking over. Join the greatest revolution. And as you zoom in, you can see this is the mini app where people can go and download games inside of Telegram. Now, we created a couple of softwares inside Telegram. It's a really awesome place to create a software, and a lot of people create games inside it. And you can see it very much is like the Apple App Store. We can go and download games. And as of now, where's the elliotrades video? This one here, you can see TONStation actually hit the #1 ranked game inside of the App Store of Telegram, which makes sense because you saw them have 15 million users. Now they're actually up to past 20 million users, which is crazy. And then they are going to be fueling their ecosystem with the Soon token at the core of it. So you can play games and earn the Soon token. Airdrop and reward mega pools. They're giving away down here $3 million in prize pool. So you can see it's pretty big numbers, and they have a lot of funding. They have a lot of KOLs behind it, and they have a lot of hype. And their tokenomics also look pretty solid. So there's going to be 70 billion tokens, and this is why my Twitter was green, because this was black on black text. I don't really know why. I think it's a Twitter article. Yeah, it's a Twitter article, not a post, and for some reason it was formatted in black on my computer, but not why we're all here. We've got it in green now and we can read it. The community is going to get 60% of the allocation, which is what we got from farming. Liquidity exchange partners, they're going to get 22%, cool. Their Superverse team, so Elio's team who helped develop it, and community are going to be entitled to 6%, and then down here you've got Citus Heroes is 2%. The partners, so early investors, are going to have 3.5%, and then the TONStation team themselves get 6%. So it looks pretty good. The other interesting thing they have here, and there you go, over 20 million people have played their games and farmed Soon and participated in quests and activities in order to farm this token. They are launching at a $7.5 million market cap, which I don't know if you have the same instinct as me, but that is extremely low. And they say a low fully diluted value means even small allocation has immense potential to flourish into a movement as the project grows and expands. Your faith and support is all Soon needs. So they're trying to get people to hit the 10x or so. And they will hit a 10x or so because they're already trading pre-market. Remember, this token is not available at the time of this video. Don't go buy some scam that's called Soon, because there's a lot of them out there. But pre-market on MEXC, they're trading at a $75 million valuation, which means as soon as they launch, that's probably the area that they're going to hit pretty quickly. Now, I wanted to show you this gaming coin here, Xborg, which I have made a lot of money on, fortunately. It was following an Alex Becker recommendation. Surprise, surprise. Following influencers is extremely profitable. But why I'm showing you this is because you can see this massive pullback here. We just went through the tokenomics. If 27 mil went up to 39 mil. I was in the pre-sale for this. Up to 39, and then we actually got a sponsorship here on the channel, so we got extra tokens for that too. Went down to $9 million, absolutely crashed. Actually went further down than that, about $5 million. This here, guys, is what Elio in this video warns us about, where he says, to be honest, a lot of these things when they launch, all the people with early allocation, all the people who were farming this will sell off their tokens pretty quickly. And the classic bull market dip, I remember this from the last cycle, is things will accelerate and then drop. And Ilio's recommendation here, and he made so much more money than all of us, so I'm going to trust it, is don't buy it as it gets overhyped, but wait for the pullback, wait for the paper hands and people who are there to take profit early to get out and then buy it on the dip. Of course, you're going to have to figure out your own strategy, but that is a classic shape of a launch, and sometimes it even goes up higher, quicker, and then just falls off a cliff and then builds over time for the more solid project, something like Soon. Now, Hamster Combat, who were the people I was saying that did extremely well in this sort of launch, they were trading at a $200 million market cap, so something you can sort of look at. But once again, the Soon or the TONStation protocol has Alex Becker, Elio, and Super lined up, some big KOL influencers, so I could potentially see it going higher than that. However, I'm just a random guy online. You don't have to listen to me. Go and do your own research and figure out what you think this could launch to. In fact, one person who is more of an expert than me is Kyle Chassis, and this was a beautiful buy from Kyle Chassis last night. He bought into Colin, which is bringing AI to KOLs, which is key opinion leaders, influencers, and seeing how much pull and how much power they have and how much money they've made. Sort of a very interesting area. But Kyle Chassis is extremely bullish on this token. But you can see it's had a very big night. This is while I was sleeping, unfortunately. But if I was awake, our whale tracker, because if you don't know, on this channel, we track the best traders in the world. We look at their wallets, we reverse engineer them from their social media. We look at their portfolio, seeing what they're currently bought into and held onto that hasn't run yet. And we look at their Twitter, including their reply tweets that don't normally come up on the newsfeed or the algorithm, to see all the new projects that they're investing in before they pump it. And this is a perfect example of this, because I'll pull up our actual software. This is the Rubicon whale tracker here, where we do track these wallets and we can get an alert like this one. We saw Kyle Chassis at 8:27 p.m. buy Colin. He sold Graphane, another token that he used to hold, and put $5,000 into it, which is okay, interesting. But then a minute later, he sold his AI16Z and now has $9,000 of Colin. And then a couple of minutes later, he now has $15,000 of Colin as he sold his Wormhole, SPX 6900. At 8:30, he sold his Smoking Chicken Fish. Now he has $18,000 of Colin. He's just stacking up on this Colin. Sold his Bongo Cat to $28,000 of Colin. He bought another $12,000 of Colin by selling Whiff. And then he sold his AI16Z or more of it again, has 50,000. He eventually he sold his GigaChad too, which he's very bullish on. He sold his Farcoin, which has been doing well recently. His GigaChad there, he sold $5,000 worth. He holds over $88,000 of this Colin token. And the first alert that came through our whale tracker when he sold his Graphane was at 1/3 of a cent. Now, if we come back to this graph, you can see that this is the buy here. This is the influence effect. When these influencers buy and people are knowing that they're buying, it's going to go up. And that's why I had this first, as well as his actual buy is just making this price go up naturally. But then he went and talked about it on his YouTube channel. And that is when it has skyrocketed. It went all the way up about an 8x from his initial buy to 2.1 cents. And he's super bullish on this and thinks it can go a lot further. Now, if you want to get access to our Rubicon whale tracker, where you literally can copy trade the best influencers in the world, and there's no guarantees that you're going to hit our 8x's, even though that hit an 8x. And the last alert on Pinlink, which was from Alex Becker, who we also have the wallets and we keep a close eye on his Twitter replies, we noticed he got into Pinlink. And we put this notification on the whale tracker a couple of hours after he bought down here, which went on to do actually a 12x in just 2 weeks, as all the other influencers got on board and as he publicly started talking about it more and more on Twitter. Now, once again, they don't all go up, but at least for me, these people know more than me, and they have a self-fulfilling prophecy when the tokens they talk about and the tokens they buy tend to go up because they have millions of people waiting to hear about their new token recommendations. In my opinion, it's the best way to play this super cycle. And we track a lot of really awesome people who have a lot of different talents in different pools. So we're getting notifications and alerts across every niche, being able to research it and jump in if we want to. Because I think the most important thing is that you move up the news cycle. If you are down here, if you're getting your 2x's, or even if you're exit liquidity, you're waiting too long to hear the news. You didn't hear about Colin probably until this video. And if Colin keeps going, you might eventually hear it down the line once another influencer jumps in. It might be 3 months later. It might be at $100 million market cap. Now, I'm not saying it will. It could obviously turn around and go to zero, just like Cheyenne did when Alex Becker bought. We put the whale tracker load out. It hit a nice 12x and then returned all the way back to zero. You got to time your exits yourself. You can't have the influencers babysit you on your sales as well. But at least for me, I would like to be as informed as quickly as possible for these new narratives. And that is why I built the whale tracker. And that's why I look at the whale tracker to help inform my trades. Simply click the link that leads to our inner circle, and that software is included in the inner circle plan. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.